Hey fellas, good morning. It is Friday. Happy Friday. It is I think it's the 7th of January. Let me show you what we're working with here. No, it's the 7th of February. This is my favorite time. I try to get up so I can see the sun come up. I like sunset and sunrise. Let me show you. This video is about us having the ability to look out for our own people. And I may say some things that may anger some people, but I think it's better for me to be honest about some of the things that I'm passionate about than to not be. So let me get to the point. The point is, let me sit down. I know several young men here in El Paso, Texas. That's where I live. And I'd say there is about, if I had to count, it's a 15. It's a little, I can actually count 15 young men who are trying to get along in life, but they work entry-level positions. All of them work at least 2 different jobs. I don't know who that was. All right. One of the cats is running around. And they all live in their cars. Now, I do some things to try to help them out. I don't know what that was. It's just distracted by a noise. I do some things to help them out that I don't have to do, and no, I don't want to talk about it. But it bothers me, and I'll just be blunt. How the fuck can we have $50 million for condoms in the Gaza Strip, and none of that money's for our own people here in the United States? How can we fund news agencies like the British Broadcasting, I don't even know what the C's for, company, or Politico, or all these other things, and we're not out there helping good, average, hard-working Americans get ahead? The amount of corruption within our government is beyond staggering. Now, mind you, our government had no problem ruining the careers of people who wouldn't get an injection, who wouldn't get a DNA modifying injection, the mRNA vaccines. These were doctors, these were attorneys, these are police officers, medical professionals, engineers, you name it. The gamut of those people say, you can't force me or compel me to get an injection, and we're willing to suffer the consequences for it. Yet you got all of these people that were working for USAID. They're all over the internet and X and all these other places crying about, well, now we just can't help the suffering people all across the world. And you know what? I can drive 5 to 10 minutes from my house and find all the suffering of American citizens here in the United States. Where's their $50 million? I think it is absolute. Now let's trying to sneak up on me. The cat, she just had surgery. Anyways, where's the compassion for our own people? Where's the millions and millions of dollars for the people in Maui? Why can't we all just give them enough money? I mean, if we can give $50 million, and that's a tiny drop in the bucket, $50 million for fucking condoms, and we can't do anything for the people in our own country, the island of Maui, because they didn't have a fucking blue roof. We can't give them enough money to live with a little bit of dignity till they can get back up on their feet. How about the people in the Carolinas? Living in tents and top of mud. I mean, it's unbelievable. How about those poor people in Los Angeles? You cannot give more of a crap about people across the globe than you do about your own community, our own country. And they're trying to make it somehow racist or fascist that we're not going to take care of everybody else at the expense of the American citizens anymore. That's absolutely insane. Or to tell us that it's justified to give all of this money away to these people. That's our tax dollars. Our tax dollars should be for our people when our people are in need. Natural disasters, whether you believe they can be engineered or not, doesn't matter. They happen to people. I don't have any empathy or sympathy for those people outside of my control. If you're an American, we should take care of you first. What's wrong with that? You come here, you pay your taxes, you do your job, and then all of a sudden something beyond your control happens to you? I tell you what, they had no problem destroying people, families, and communities' lives over not getting the jab, not wanting to wear a mask during COVID. And what did they do? They lied about everything. They lied about the origins. They lied about wearing a mask. Do you remember when that fuckwit Fauci got on there talking about, well, let's now wear 2 masks? Do you remember that? And these people that work in USAID, they're all like, what are we going to do now? You're going to have to get a job like those 15 young men, and they're all fighters. Now, maybe I should have made that caveat known, that they are all fighters, and they're going to do whatever it takes to become as good as they can as fighters, and that's just the way they want to run their lives. So, anyways, let me cut off my point. If there are people out there who believe that because they sat in a college classroom and they have an 8x10 or 8x11 or 8x15 degree, that they're somehow smarter than you and I that live in the real world. Now hang on, we're about to get a drive-by. What's up, Nala? What's up, Nala? Anyways, she couldn't handle it. I was over here doing something without her. But anyways. For someone, did you realize how insane it is to tell tax-paying people like me that it's better for us to take our money and give it to another? Let's go ahead and let's make drag shows in Afghanistan popular instead of taking care of our own people. We've had 3 massive natural disasters happen for our own people. What do you think it was like for those people in Maui that have been paying taxes their whole life, and the FEMA guys let their houses burn down? Again, by the way, do you remember in Maui, the water didn't work for some strange reason? Again, just like in LA, the water just happened to not work again. And that's some of the most expensive real estate on planet Earth. Come on. And then you come by, and you know what? They can't. We need to take care of our own people. Let me go see what's going on here. Cat's scrapping with somebody outside. We need to take care of our own people. And it's not... They try to shame us. They use the classic signs that women use in dating. They try to use... That's Bella. They try to use the same bullshit they use when they're trying to, in the dating market. It's unbelievable. Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. You know what? Trust me. I know more than you do. Look at my degrees. I get out of here. It is time for us to disregard the rest of the world and take care of our own people. There are good, hard-working men and women, young men and women out there, barely getting by, and we're sending... Do you realize, I think the last count was like 70, 80 billion, no, it's like $200 billion for a war in Ukraine. Why? Now, if this gets me in trouble, why the fuck do I give a shit about what's going on in Ukraine? How the fuck does that impact my life? It has nothing to do with me. You know what has to do with me? Those poor people in Maui. Those poor people in the Californias, those poor people in the fires in Los Angeles. I give a shit about those people. We should be helping our own people. $200 billion, we could make all of those problems go away. There are, and you know what's funny? Is these people love giving away our money. These USAID people and all these bleeding heart liberals, they love giving away money that they didn't earn, they didn't make, they didn't suffer for. And they just give it away by the fucking boatload. Uh-oh, here comes the... I'm about to get a drive-by. I think she's rolling in here somewhere. There she is. She will not be ignored. Love you guys. I'll title this something about we need to take care of our own. We need to take care of our own. And you know what? It doesn't matter to me. Oh, good Lord. It doesn't matter to me if you're a Republican, a liberal. It doesn't matter to me if you're gay or straight or anything like that. It matters to me that you're in our country trying to make a difference for our communities. And to give that money to those other people at expense of the people here who need it, that is absolutely the definition of insanity. What brought this up is I had a couple of the guys come by and ask for a little bit of help. They're leaving El Paso because El Paso is not a big hub of mixed martial arts or fighting. So they're both of them are moving to Vegas, and they just needed a little bit of help, which I was willing and able to give them. That's it. That's what brought this up. And then just to see, I saw a video of like the vice president or the manager of USAID going in there and talking about how terrible it is that they're not going to be able to run soup kitchens all over the planet and teach drag queen events, across the planet. Get the fuck out of here. They had no problem. If you wouldn't get the jabs of completely destroying your life. And I remember when they were going to try to give Teleselason a vaccine passport. Anyways, love you guys. Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can, and if you can't, you got to take care of yourselves. We need to take care of our people at the expense of the rest of the world, no matter what. That's what I think I'll title it, something like that. Like a Ford and a G-string. From West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. Again, happy Friday. Bye-bye.